Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Cantabrian Crusades in Crusader Kings 2. I almost said European Versailles 4. No, that's not true. So I fixed this this coat of arms thing, and you may be saying, no, you didn't, it's still wrong. Well, unfortunately, it's tied to the save file, so the next time I play, the coat of arms will be correct. Apparently what it was, kind of a weird bug. I didn't have the Dynasty coat of arms pack for Charlemagne. And for some reason, I guess that was throwing off all of the, numbers and matching it up wrong, so I had to spend more money, and now everything's better! Yay! I don't know. I do think it's kind of strange that if you lack a DLC, it breaks the game. But, they've got so many DLCs out at this point that they're kind of, there's a lot of contingencies in there that it requires, a lot of requirements. So anyway, how are we doing? I thought this was kind of funny. King Froila II. We are gluttonous. Our wife is obviously fat, but she is not attracted to us because we're gluttonous. But when you look at our portrait, we look skinny. So there's a little bit of a weirdness going on there. Meanwhile, she probably has like the skinny trait or something. No, there is no skinny trait, but still. She wants to have a girl. We want to become a paragon of virtue right now. That's cool. To do that, we just need to get some more piety. We already have 402. We're gaining about one per year. No, one per month. Sorry, my mistake. So if we can get up to... Oh, does it not say it here? How silly is that? Like, come on, Paradox. Come on, CK2 development team, go talk to the EU4 development team. Like, it should obviously tell you what the success condition is right here. Thanks for letting me know what the success effects are. I'm pretty sure it's 500 piety, if I remember correctly. So, okay. We need babies. We need to continue to secure alliances. Right now we have alliances with the King of Middle Francia, the King of West Francia. I do think we'll want to try to pick up some more alliances just to make sure. And we also want to check out and see, will people join our wars? So in order to attack one of the sub-vassals, we have to actually attack the main guy. And I actually forget where it says who will join your ongoing war. I guess in this game there actually isn't like a, hey, will you join me in my offensive war indicator, which feels so archaic at this point. You know what's funny is reflecting upon Paradox titles over the last few years. It's been like 3-4 years that I've been playing Paradox games, and when Crusader Kings 2 came out, it was so revolutionary. The interface was so clean and crisp and awesome and perfect. And then they made EU4, and then I played EU4 for a year and a half, and now when I come back to CK2, it's like, where are some of these basic features that you just kind of expect? Some of the stuff that they've added to EU4 recently, allies will join a war in progress, or the whole declare war screen, and just being able to see that people will join your war, and whether or not you want to call them in, that stuff's really useful. So anyway, let's just play the game, because I'm going to just piss people off by comparing it too much to EU4. So what's going on? King Froila II. Are we going to make some babies here? She's got more personal combat skill than I do. Oh my god, she could beat me up. Because she's brave? Yeah. She's more braver than I am. She's also more diplomatic. About the only thing I know how to do is read good. Well, I know it's well. It just sounds funny when you say read well. Sorry, read good. So yeah, apparently we probably could have maybe ended the previous war a little bit quicker if we had maybe changed our heir, because then it would have been worth less war score. Could have been cool. Baroness Rickeberga has inherited some title. Interesting. So, father finally died. A natural death at the age of 63. She's got a matrilineal marriage. However, she's ill and depressed. Yes! Awesome! -3 health, even though she's only 16 years old. Her heir is her sister, most likely. Let's murder this girl. Plot to kill, plot to kill, plot to kill. Why can I not plot to kill her? Excuse me? Am I already plotting to kill her? Edelgundis. I think I'm already plotting to kill her. Yeah, good. And apparently it redid it because people are rejoining now. It's kind of strange. Wonderful news. Right now we have the carousing focus. Does our brother still like us? He likes us at 95 now. We are friends. We can't invite him to go carousing again. One of the following must be true. He's not Muslim, okay. Okay, I have a character modifier on me right now called Recent Carousing. So, in 96, June 28th. Oh man, I have to wait a whole year to go carousing? Isn't carousing like just basically getting together with your buddies and going and like drinking? I could only do that once a year? Man, my character doesn't really get to get out very much, does he? Oh no, we've been caught. I don't care. This is a dynastic thing. Like, we always try to murder this family. Alternatively, we could just maybe change our focus. When can we do that? This focus unlocks the spy on and free from captivity options. Ooh, well that sounds fun. Unfortunately, the increased size font mod kind of doesn't work with every single screen, but 90 times out of 100, I'd say, hey, success! She's dead! Woo! We've succeeded, finally! Alright, now you have no heir except for me. And you are still ill and depressed. And if she gets pregnant, I believe that there might be a temporary modifier to health while pregnant. It's either that or like there's a potential event that can fire the one that causes you to die during childbirth. That actually just might be like if pregnant and you die, then it says that that's the reason you died. It might be more like that. I'm not sure. You know what? It's been so long. Hey, cousin. Would you like to, I'll make you seneschal. Join my plot. Is that not enough? Oh, nope, he joined. Welcome, Count Anso of Vizcaya. You must help me to consolidate power. So the reason I was willing to do that is you want to get over... Oh, hey, she died! Haha! Ha 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 ha! You want to get over 100% because it's like a threshold on... Plot power is not like a sliding scale where, you know, 50% is half as good as 100%. There's breakpoints, 100%, 200%. And then I think beyond that, I don't think that there are any actual extra breakpoints. I think it's just 100 and 200. I could be completely mistaken. The game has changed over the years, so... But anyway, she died just after a period of illness. Yep. Aha! We've done what our father could never do. And so we've inherited Norenya. And we have some stables there. And most importantly, now, while we have our marshal training troops in Asturias de Oviedo, that's going to apply to both baronies. And when we have our guy collecting taxes, that applies to both baronies. So it's very, very good to stack those castles. So that's great, you know. See, instead of making 4.2 ducats off of it, we're making 5.6. And instead of having 168 base troops, we have 208. A big part of that is that, well, do these have any upgrades? Yeah, it looks like a couple of, we just have stables across the board, apparently. So again, I think that this would be another good spot where it makes sense to just build up like the militia training ground. Because you get 90 troops. I know that light infantry got nerfed. That's fine. We need castle walls. Well, those seem like a reasonable thing to build anyway. I should probably continue to stockpile money, though. So how are we doing on this whole piety thing? Can we, maybe bump up our piety a little bit extra by... Maybe we buy an indulgence? It'll cost money, but we gain piety. The sooner we get this trait, the better. Being known as the holy will make our bishops more likely to pay for us, pay us their taxes. Speaking of which, I should probably check on that. Anyone not paying his taxes? Yeah, we've got lots of 3 bishops who are not paying his taxes right now. We should be working on that. So, who's the closest? You are about 19 opinion shy. About 19 opinion shy. See, this is why we want to become a paragon of virtue. I did pick up the arbitrary trait. That is something that I didn't realize. I had not noticed it. But when you expel the Jews, you become arbitrary. So they did make it a little bit weaker to just, you know, expel the Jews and have fun with that. But still, it's, I still see almost no downside to expelling the Jews. Which sounds horrible out of context. But don't repeat that. Did you hear what Arumba said? I see no downside to expelling the Jews. Yeah, you heard me. I see no downside. We'll spend 25 gold on this just to see what happens. I don't think that there's anything fun that can happen in these events anymore. I remember going on a Grand Hunt used to be like my favorite time of the year. And go having a feast so that I could get the bonus diplomacy. It's like my favorite thing of the year. We'll see if it's still worthwhile. When I opened the door, I saw no one. But as I stepped aside to close it, a group of acrobats cartwheeled, somersaulted, and tumbled in. They performed all kinds of tricks, and everyone watching exploded into applause when they finished. Get out. What do you think you are doing? Okay, fine. We'll hire them. A conjurer. We'll hire him too. I'm spending money like there's no tomorrow. The best part about preparing a feast is deciding what foodstuff to serve. I must purchase venison, boar, and duck. Spices, wine and ale, honey for the desserts, cheese. I'm a glutton, aren't I? Yeah. Perhaps even a swan or peacock. I'm going to spend just enough to satisfy everyone's hunger, because I think there's negative things that can happen when you're gluttonous. If you spend tons of money. Hey, cool. Stole some technology from Constantinople. Most of the preparations for the feast have been made. Now I only have to send out the invitations. My little brother, Prince Adelfonso, always has his nose in the scriptures and spends all his time among the priests. Well, I'm all for him becoming zealous. Zealous is a fantastic trait to have if you're going to be on the border with the Muslims and participating in crusades and such. The guests have finally arrived. All is ready. The cooks have worked day and night to prepare the food, and the castle has never looked lovelier. So everyone came. That's good. Alright, you are a threat. You are a faction leader. You want to put Prince Aurelio into the throne. You want to put my brother in charge. Now, here's the problem. If that were to happen, we don't just switch to play him. We keep playing this character. The only way that I play as him is if this character dies. So we don't want him to take power. I would rather cause myself to die first. I wouldn't mind playing as him. He would be a very good character for us. Although he could have been much better if his crappy education had been a little bit better, but... Okay, now he has become charitable. Charitable zealous. Zealous. He is going to cause some problems for us, potentially. The conjurer's magic tricks enchanted and charmed my guests at the feast. The women squealed with delight when he produced a rabbit from his hat, and the men laughed when he made my crown disappear and then found it under the jester's hat. Whee! You spent some time immersed in tomes describing the various cultures surrounding your realm. Though some of what you learned seems suspect, you have still obtained a better understanding in how to approach foreigners. Your diplomatic ability has improved as a result. Cool. Let's see, why did we get that? I don't think it's because of the carousing focus. It's been long enough that we can go carousing again. The acrobats performed somersaults, cartwheels, and tumbles with great skill during the course of my feast. One of them arrived in a chest seemingly too small to hold a person. Yeah, a little bit more prestige. Bishop Adelfonso's plate was still almost full when the acrobats had finished their performance, and he applauded almost frenetically, with a blissed look in his eyes. Excellent. So for 10 years he likes us a little bit better. Does it tell us in the trait modifier exactly how long till it expires? He approves is all that it says. It doesn't say why, other than approves, and it doesn't say when it expires. See, I feel like, again, this is something where like they should take some of the good stuff from EU4 and put that in there. Like, it should say what it is and when it's going to go away. I had great fun, and so did everyone else. So, everyone that came enjoys the feast. We get 10 opinion for just 2 years. We gain a little bit of prestige, which is useful. Remember, every 100 prestige increases opinion with everyone in the whole world by 1. And that affects a lot of things. It affects whether or not people are going to attack you, whether they'll join your wars, whether they're going to murder you, whether they'll join a plot to murder you, whether they'll join your plot to murder other people. Like, you know, you want to get 2,000 prestige ASAP. We have plots to murder all kinds of people. We can plot to revoke things. Plot to revoke the county of Astorga from our kinsman or our cousin. Well, I don't want to, the barony of San Pedro de Peri. So you're saying that there is a castle, another castle here. This one wouldn't have the same benefits as having a secondary castle in our capital. Because remember, our capital gets plus 50% county capital bonus to the troop count. So it's even more important to stack your castles in your capital. I wouldn't mind having more of the territory in the Duchy of Asturias, simply because, well, the Duchy doesn't exist, so this guy's not too upset. Not to mention he's 7, so he's got bigger things to worry about, I guess. You know, whether he's going to chase butterflies tomorrow, or squash ants, you know, whatever. Ooh, an inspiring leader. My cousin, Count Odorno. You know, you would make a pretty good marshal. Can we afford to piss off our mayor of Burgos? See, this is going to be something where I start to complain again now, probably. about stuff. If I have this appoint screen open, and I click on this, I want to go to the character. You know, I can do it here, but like, I don't know. Ooh, what's that? He's a republic. That's a cool little indicator. You know, you would make a much better steward than you are a marshal. So how about we exchange you? My cousin, Count of Vizcaya. I mean, I can afford to upset you. You are a pretty good steward. I don't want you to think that you're not. It's just that... Let's do this. We're going to improve relations with you. We're going to appoint the new steward after we appoint the new marshal. So you become the marshal, you become the new steward. And this just gives us more taxes and more troops, which is very important right now. Other than that, the other guys are as good as they can really be. We could, instead of trying to improve relations with the Pope, try to work on a couple of those vassals that aren't paying us taxes. So the Bishop of Silos. Let's go do that. Try to improve relations with him. Well, if you're not plotting, then you're doing something wrong, so who can we murder? Woman, make a baby. Can we go carousing with our wife? If I didn't have the character modifier recent carousing, it looks like I actually could. Let's see if our wife wants to go carousing. Alright. Somebody just died. I may need to go through and reset my message settings because I feel like I should have gotten a pop-up when he actually died. But I probably disabled it at some point. Well, you are not as good as he is, but you are landed. So therefore you are more important. I have a feeling we're about to get an event saying that we were caught. Generally, you don't want to send your spy master to study technology in... well, that's weird. You don't want to do it in the capital because they're very likely to have their own spy master trying to build a spy network, which increases like the chances, or maybe it's scheme. I can't remember which one. Yeah, plot uncovered, or like... I don't know. I could just be totally wrong. Yeah, I'll totally invite one of my friends. I should have used Thrake or something instead of Constantinople. That could just be complete, what's the term for it? Confirmation bias. My brother became a mastermind theologian. We've educated him well. So, as a ambitious person, you're going to cause some issues. Now, you are a brother, though. And so, we do care about you. Let's get you a woman. Are there any women over here? You have no women for us. You have a sister. And a homosexual Princess Sunilda. But she's already betrothed to our other brother. Any other women over here? No, that's my wife. What about this 11-year-old? I'd like to get someone who's a little bit closer to the age. 12 is somewhat okay. Or we could try to branch out and pick up an alliance with Byzantium. Do you have any women? Yeah, absolutely. There's an unwed princess. It's not the heir, but that's yeah, okay, sure. By all means, let's arrange a direct marriage. Marry my brother. Well, of course you'd prefer a matrilineal marriage. Prestige effects, opinion of us. Those things are good reasons, but I feel like we'll probably be hard-pressed to actually get him to say yes. We'll try improving relations with him first. No reason to move. How much would it cost to actually send you a gift? 608. Yeah, okay, we're not going to do that. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on making that decision on that marriage first for now, but we'll see what we can do. For now, I'm gonna take a short break here. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. See you soon.